There are so many elements to this story that really put an exclamation point on how disturbing it really is. The fact that this all played out on live television, uploaded onto social media, and the fact that this case was really about a disgruntled former employee who was seeking revenge against a former employer. Here with me to talk more about this is Desper Peters from the Black Mental Health Alliance in Baltimore. Thanks so much for joining us today. What do companies need to do about helping employees that they suspect may have mental health issues?
Well, I think that you probably may agree that different companies have different cultures. So you have companies that are, maybe cutthroat, so to speak, and so they may not offer assistance or help when they are terminating someone. Then you have companies like a nonprofit organization that may be more caring and more nurturing. And so when the opportunity or the event comes around where someone may be terminated, you may have them provide mental health therapists or services or that kind of thing for their employees.
When you're talking about signs to look for, what bosses or coworkers should look for to see if they notice that one of their colleagues is struggling or seems to be having problems, what do they need to look for?
I think that, first of all, there usually is a trigger. So when I say trigger, I mean there's a death in the family, there is the breakup of a relationship, something that is triggering a different attitude, a different demeanor in a person. So some of the things we need to look for is just the way the person's talking, their conversation. What are they talking about that's different? Are they looking different? Are they unkept? Do they usually come to work, well groomed, and now you notice that they're not as concerned about those things? You may even see that they have something on their possession that looks like they shouldn't have it in the workplace. And a lot of times people say, I'm not going to say anything, I'm going to stay in my lane, I'm going to mind my business. But that really goes back to, if you see something, you need to say something.
Once they say something and an employee does seek help or say they refuse to seek help, what can people do then to make sure that the environment they're working in stays safe?
Well, I believe that the environment, the employer, if they feel that there is a safety issue, they have a responsibility to make sure that there is security in place to ensure that the other employees feel safe. When people are offered assistance and they won't take it, as an employer, there's not really much you can do if you've terminated the individual. If you're going to maintain employment with the individual, then you can kind of mandate that they see someone and that they get a clear bill of health, so to speak, before they can return back to the work environment. But we really need to take on that responsibility as employers to at least offer assistance. So this would be a great opportunity to reach out to organizations like the Black Mental Health Alliance to identify a mental health therapist that can come in and kind of vet what's going on in that environment and talk to people one-on-one or in groups.
All right, well, thank you so much. Desper Peters, Executive Director of the Black Mental Health Alliance based in Baltimore. We're going to send it back to you all in the studio.